How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. You're about to see some seriously freaky videos, so hit that subscribe button and get ready for more scary content. Just like this. A seemingly ordinary photo taken in the summer of 2011 has sparked widespread curiosity and speculation after being shared to the Ghosts Caught on Camera Facebook page. Captured on a rural property in western Oregon, the image shows a group of young girls standing by a creek, but with one chilling twist. A ghostly-looking girl appears in the photo, who was supposedly never there. According to the original poster, Tami, Brenneman, Vick, the photo was taken with an early model iPhone while spending time at her grandparents' remote property. Only a few people were present that day: herself, her friend, the mother of two of the girls in the shot, and her 7-year-old son, who declined to be in the picture. But when she later sent the photo to her friend via text, the response was instant. Who the heck is that? The confusion centered on a pale-looking girl standing near a tree on the top left of the image. Her greyish skin tone, unnaturally dark eyes, and the faint, faded quality of her appearance immediately stood out, especially in contrast to the other clearly defined children. But no one present that day remembers another girl being there. In fact, the poster is adamant. The girl on the top left wasn't physically there with us. We have no clue who she is. Adding to the eerie backstory, the poster explains that the property has always carried a certain mystery. While there's no known history of tragedy, she and her sister, who both spent much of their childhood on the land, have shared strikingly similar recurring nightmares about certain areas of the property. To complicate matters further, the family's first home on the land was destroyed in a freak electrical fire just a few years after being built in the 1970s. Speculation has arisen that the girl might be the spirit of a drowning victim, as the child in question is standing near the deepest part of the creek. Whether or not the mysterious girl is truly a ghost remains up for debate, but for the families involved and the growing number of people viewing the image, her unexplained presence is as haunting as it is unforgettable. A photo posted to the Creepy Facts Facebook page has left viewers rattled after what appears to be a mysterious extra child showed up beside a young girl, despite no one else being present when the image was taken. According to the original poster, the photo was captured by her mother using a standard phone camera. "My mum took this picture," she wrote. "My daughter is the one on the right. There was absolutely no one else there when she took the photo, yet somehow another figure appears beside her." The post quickly gathered attention, with many viewers unsettled by the strange presence. One commenter suggested the image might show a ghost, while another posed a chilling theory. "I'm wondering if this child had a twin at birth that maybe didn't make it." Skeptics, of course, have offered possible explanations ranging from motion blur to image artifacts or even a simple trick of shadow and light. But most agree that the image doesn't appear to be intentionally manipulated. We'll throw this one over to you, the viewer, for final judgment. What do you think? Camera glitch or a ghost caught on camera? Let me know down below.
All right, you really have a tape of a ghost?
Yes, I do.
Reddit user Available Time 7293 has reignited interest in one of radio's most eerie moments by sharing a spine-tingling audio clip from the legendary program Art Bell, Coast to Coast AM.
Now that is creepy. That is really creepy.
Isn't it? It just makes the hair stand up, you know. I'm used to it now, but it used to just make my hair.
The clip, which features a caller recounting her family's terrifying experiences in a haunted house, ends with what she claims is the actual voice of a ghost, caught on tape.
But I'm going to.
Oh, you mean there's a voice?
It's a voice.
All right.
He left this voice message on the tape.
In the call, the woman explains that the events took place about 10 years prior in Somerville, California. At the time, her young daughter had been playing with a small tape recorder with a friend, creating stories and recording them for fun. But when they went to play one of the tapes back, they discovered something disturbing, an unfamiliar voice at the very start of the tape before the girl's recording even began. The voice, which appears on the unmagnetized lead-in section of the cassette, seems to say, "I wish we were together."
He says, "I wish we were together."
Oh, all right, play it again.
The woman describes playing it over and over again in disbelief, growing increasingly frightened as strange activity began escalating in the house. After the voice was discovered, the caller claims the house became increasingly active. Her son's bed was allegedly dragged several feet across the floor with him still in it. Her waterbed would churn as though something was moving inside it. An exercise bike would turn on by itself. The family also reported loud knocks, sometimes gentle, sometimes violent, echoing through the home. One particularly vivid account includes the family's cat reacting to knocks on a cupboard. When the woman knocked back, she says the unseen force knocked back real hard, slamming the cabinet. Eventually, the family learned from a neighbor that a murder-suicide had occurred in the house years earlier, possibly in one of the bathrooms. This revelation gave context to the intense feeling of being watched and the caller's long-held discomfort with one bathroom in particular. "I never used it," she said. "I always felt something else there." Even veteran paranormal broadcaster Art Bell was unnerved. After hearing the audio, Bell admitted it gave him chills, noting how familiar he was with strange knocks and crashes in his own home studio. The voice, low and emotional, struck both host and listeners as deeply unsettling.
Felt something else there.
I hear you. Now that is creepy. That is really creepy.
Isn't it? It just makes the hair stand up, you know. I'm used to it now, but it used to just make my hair stand
Well,
up.
I'm not. So play it one last time. Hit it one last time. I want to listen very carefully.
Bell asked the caller to play the audio clip again and again. Each time, the phrase, "I wish we were together," became more clear. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, this recording, combined with the family's detailed account and the home's grim backstory, makes for a gripping paranormal case. Was it a spirit trapped in the location, a residual echo from a tragic past, or something else entirely? You can listen for yourself and decide, is this genuine evidence of the afterlife, or just a chilling coincidence caught on tape?
He says, "I wish we were together."
Oh, all right, play it again.
A recent post by Reddit user available time7293 has sparked fresh discussion around a classic paranormal mystery. Why do ghosts seem to walk through walls or appear to climb stairs that no longer exist? In a thought-provoking graphic shared to the platform, the user suggests that spirits may continue to follow the same paths they used when they were alive. The twist? Over the decades or even centuries, the internal layout of homes and buildings is often altered. Walls are added, staircases are removed, and spaces are reimagined for modern living. As a result, a ghost might appear to be gliding through a solid wall or floating awkwardly through mid-air, not because they're trying to defy physics, but because they're simply following the architecture that once was. This theory closely mirrors a well-known paranormal concept known as a residual haunting. Unlike intelligent hauntings, where a spirit is thought to interact with the living or respond to its surroundings, residual hauntings are more like a recording of past events. The energy of a person or moment is believed to be imprinted on a location, replaying over and over like a scene caught on loop. These hauntings are typically non-interactive and tied to specific routines. Someone walking down a hallway, opening a door, or climbing stairs that no longer exist. The Reddit post has resonated with believers and skeptics alike. Some see it as a compelling explanation for odd architectural inconsistencies in ghost sightings. Maybe that cold spot or sudden feeling of movement isn't random, one user commented. Maybe we've just renovated over the past. Others, however, are less convinced. They argue that while the idea is intriguing, it still hinges on the assumption that ghosts or their energy exist in the first place. Still, the theory raises an interesting question. If walls and rooms can change but energy impressions linger, could modern buildings be full of forgotten paths and forgotten presences intertwined beneath the surface? A mysterious photo shared by Reddit user Legitimate Carpet 375 has reignited interest in eerie outdoor trail cam captures. According to the poster, the image was taken roughly 20 years ago in northern Indiana and shows a strange, white, semi-transparent shape in the center of the frame. The photo was recovered after a friend retrieved his old trail camera and had several shots printed, only to notice something bizarre in one of them. Some viewers have likened it to a classic paranormal manifestation, a wisp of energy caught mid-motion. Others noted its semi-transparent quality, suggesting it could be something moving rapidly under the camera's flash. One of the more grounded explanations came from a viewer who proposed it could be a bat captured mid-flight. "If you look closely, you can see the wing membrane and its little hands," they wrote. As with many unexplained trail cam photos, definitive answers are hard to come by. But that hasn't stopped Reddit users and paranormal enthusiasts from offering their takes on what was captured that night in Indiana. Here's a quick and odd one from TikTok user Tiramisu80. The clip quickly went viral, leaving viewers confused. In the now widely circulated clip, the uploader claims they were woken in the night by a doorbell camera notification, alerting them that a person had been detected outside their home, but what they saw left them terrified. While at first they thought the camera caught an intruder, it turns out the wind had got a hold of their Nutcracker blow-up ornament, creating the uncanny incident. While an explanation was eventually reached, one thing's for sure, this footage does not spread classic Christmas cheer. In May 2025, a strange and unsettling mystery began to unfold in Richmond, California, where residents reported birds suddenly falling from the sky, sometimes with a loud pop and visible trauma. Witnesses described the sound as similar to a firecracker or small explosion, with birds collapsing mid-air or as they perch, seemingly exploding on impact. Security cameras have captured several incidents, prompting fears of electrocution from power lines. However, utility provider PG&E has ruled out electrical faults, confirming their infrastructure meets bird safety standards. Necropsies performed by California Fish and Wildlife revealed significant trauma to the birds, including a mourning dove and European starling. However, no evidence of electrocution or poisoning was found. Officials say the injuries are consistent with pellet guns, BB guns, or slingshots, though no suspects have been identified. Locals remain disturbed, with some doubting the pellet gun theory due to the volume and violence of the pops. Flyers have gone up in the neighborhood asking residents to report any suspicious activity or further incidents. Authorities, including wildlife officers and the Contra Costa Sheriff's Office, are continuing their investigation. While trauma appears to be the likely cause, the true origin of Richmond's exploding birds remains unresolved, leaving both experts and residents searching for answers in this ongoing urban mystery.
I've put Callan in this here sack. Get this vid to 10K likes, or he stays in there.
For decades, residents of Somerville, South Carolina have reported mysterious glowing orbs hovering along the town's old railroad tracks, usually late at night. The lights are often described as soft, flickering spheres, sometimes white or bluish, and are most frequently spotted near the old Somerville-Dorchester tracks, a place now steeped in local lore. According to legend, the lights belong to a grieving woman said to be searching for her decapitated husband, whose spirit is said to wander the tracks with a lantern in hand. While many in the community have embraced this ghostly tale, others, including scientists, believe there may be a more grounded explanation. According to US Geological Survey seismologist Susan Heuve, the Somerville lights might actually be earthquake lights, a rare and poorly understood phenomenon caused by seismic activity. Earthquake lights are naturally occurring luminous phenomena that appear before, during, or after seismic events. These lights can take many forms: glowing balls, streaks of light, or pulsing flashes in the sky. They've been documented in various locations around the world, often preceding major quakes, such as the 2007 Pisco earthquake in Peru, the 2009 L'Aquila earthquake in Italy, and Japan's 2022 Fukushima quake. Huff's recent research published in Seismological Research Letters suggests that the lights in Somerville could be related to micro-tremors, tiny, often unfelt earthquakes that are still active in the region long after the devastating 1886 Charleston earthquake, one of the most powerful to ever strike the eastern US. The lights may be caused by electrical discharges from stressed underground rocks. Other theories point to ionization of gases like radon or methane interacting with the atmosphere, or piezoelectric effects, where pressure on quartz-rich rocks generates bursts of energy. If these discharges occur near metal structures like buried railroad tracks, they might appear as glowing orbs moving mysteriously through the darkness. While the lights continue to be a cultural curiosity in Somerville, Huff believes they could also be valuable scientific clues. Tracking where and when these lights appear could help geologists identify hidden fault lines and better understand seismic risks in the southeastern US, a region not typically known for large quakes, but one with a surprising tectonic history. The residents of Somerville may not give up their ghost stories anytime soon, but thanks to researchers like Huff, we may one day understand the true nature of these spectral lights. Until then, the phenomenon remains one of the few places where folklore and geology walk side by side.
Well, hey, that's the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. Click these 2 links here if you want to watch more scary clips. Leave us a comment down below. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.